everyone, this is Peggy for Cropstop.com, and today we're going to show you this really awesome acrylic paint by Claudine Hellmuth. It's her studio line. There are 15 colors, and what's so cool about her paint is, number one, you just got to look at this. This is like the coolest paint. It's like creamy. I don't have to stir it or anything. I mean, it just, I know this sounds really kind of corny, but it looks pretty yummy, doesn't it? I mean, it's just cool. Anyway, that's what we're going to use, that paint. And she has 15 colors, and what's really cool, on her website, you can go on there, Claudine Hellmuth, she gives you this, you can print it off, it's her color mixing guide. And out of these 15 colors that you can get at Cropstop, you can mix it and come up with 51 different colors. Now the other product we're going to use today is also by Claudine, and it's her multi-medium. I like the matte one. She also has a glossy. And this is what we're going to use to do some of our resist techniques. I'm going to show you 3 techniques today that you can do using this studio paint. So let's get started. Now the other product I want to mention that we're going to be using is Claudine's Stickyback canvas. It comes in 2 sizes. Let me bring these in and show you. This is her little one that's 8.5 by 11, and I believe you get 5 sheets in here. And then for those scrapbookers like me that like to do bigger things, I don't know if we can see all of that, but it also comes in a 12 by 12. And there are 5 sheets in here. And over at Cropstop, we also have all of these available. So that's what we're going to be using as our backgrounds for these. And here's what we're going to do first. This is a technique that Claudine actually showed at CHA back in January. She calls it her faux batik. It is just so cool. Let me just show you. What we're going to use is her matte medium. You just put a little bit of that out on your craft mat. I like to close my jars up as I move along. And then I'm going to add some water to this. Get it nice and gooey here. There we go. Then I'm going to take my brayer and I'm going to kind of get it out here a little bit smoother. Get it all over my brayer. And then I just picked a rubber stamp out. This one's by, oh, I don't know who this one's by. Let's see. Oh, Penny Black. She's got some pretty good flower ones. So get it on there, and then you're going to roll that on to your stamp. I like to roll it on rather than, some people take it and they'll stamp it in there. I like to roll it so I don't get globs. I like it to give me a nice even image on there. Then I'm going to take my piece of Stickyback canvas, and actually let me reach up here. I know I'm not supposed to do that during the video, but I want to use this. I like using my stamp pad. And I'm just going to do this right in the center. And I like using that stamp pad because then it presses up as I press down and I get a nice image. Go. Kind of see. You're not going to be able to see the image. It's just going to look like a bunch of gooky stuff laying there. So now what I'm going to do is I would dry that with my heat gun. So let me run over there and pop the heat gun on this. I'll be right back. I dried that a little bit. Now normally you wouldn't have to do that with a heat gun. Dry it. It'll dry pretty quick, but for the video I wanted to. So I put myself a little glop of paint out here. And what's really cool about her paints, again, I can add water to it and make it as light or as dark as I like. This is the really cool color. It's called her Classic Teal. And then I just begin to brush it on. Can you kind of see that starting to come through there? And get a little more water and make it a little lighter. Now you can use these on the front of your cards. You can use them as embellishments in your scrapbooks. Just all kinds of things. Then I take my little rag, and this is one of Steve's shirts that he was getting rid of. And I just dab a little bit where the white mat is so that we get our nice batik look. And there you go. Now normally I would have stamped like I did this one all over so it gives it more of the batik look, but you kind of get the idea. Isn't that cool? Now let me clean this mess up, and I wanted to show you a couple projects I did using the batik look. I did this on pink with white, and then I took the canvas and I ran it through my Cuttlebug using the Tim Holtz Big Flower. It's the jumbo one. The jumbo flowers, he's got 3 of them that are out. So this is just one of his flowers. And then I made this cute little headband. These are scraps. I'm going to put flowers all across it. But here are some other ways that you can use that batik canvas. So I'm going to give this to my little granddaughter, Samantha Rose, because she wears headbands all the time. So there you are. Those are 2 projects. All right, let me show you the next thing we're going to do that's really, really cool. Again, the Stickyback canvas, and this is going to be a transfer. I cannot tell you why this works. I can just tell you that it works and it's really cool. We're going to take the backing off of our piece of canvas, and then I'm going to take a piece of printed cardstock. I'll take this off, and I'm going to I'll stick my fingers on there, it's pretty sticky, the printed side down against that canvas, the sticky side now. And actually, let me go ahead and just cut that little tip off of there because there's no sense of it going to waste. I hate to waste anything. Oh, I almost stuck that in my water. That would have been bad. We'll stick it back on there. Okay, so I've got it on there. Then I want to burnish it a little bit, and I'm going to just use this to burnish. Get it on there really good. Then I'm going to take one of my little mini misters with water, and I'm just going to really soak this. And I like to soak it on both sides because for some reason it just works better. I don't know why. And start rubbing it in there. Oh, almost out of water, but not to fail, because I filled myself up 2 of these little doodads. Alright. Now, all you do is you start rubbing the paper off of there with your finger. And I don't know if you can start to see that already. Can you see now that the print off of my cardstock is now on my canvas? Let me just get that all off there real quick for you. And there you go. Of course, I would clean it up real good before I use it. And that's just, now I've got it on my Stickyback canvas. I can sew it. I can do all kinds of things. What I did here, oh, I got a little bit of stuff on here. I wanted to just show you, this is the piece of cardstock, and this is the Stickyback canvas, and I just used scraps and put under one of the Prima flowers. So there's another image of it. That is probably one of my favorite little things that you can do with this canvas. It just amazes me that transfer. I can remember doing all kinds of stuff with packing tape, and boy, this is so much easier. So that's another one. Let me clean up my space and we'll do one more. Here's the final technique I want to show you. I just love this. I don't know about you, but I have a bazillion of those rub-ons that I bought in these little booklets you would buy all the time. Different companies made them, and they have all these rub-ons. Well, I find that I use a couple and then I forget about them and don't use them. This is done with a rub-on right onto the Stickyback canvas, and then I painted it. Let me show you how easy that is. Then I'm going to use again my, oh, I could have used that. I had a little bit of water in there. My paint. And since I've already got that teal, which is like one of my favorite colors now, you can just paint it right on there. And the paint is resisting where the rub-on is. So, there you go. I wanted to do this big butterfly. Let me do that really quick because I think that'll be pretty. See how it turns out. Now I cut the canvas. That's the other reason I want to show you this. I cut this canvas using my Cuttle Bug and one of the dies, and it cuts just wonderfully. And there we go. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now I know I used the same color for all of these different projects, but this one just really shined a lot, so I wanted to use that teal. And like I said, she's got 15 colors. Finally, you can also stamp right on your canvas. Little whitewash of the blue and the green to give it the sky and the grass, stamped on there with a permanent ink, a little bit of stickles, and called it a card. Well, I think I probably overloaded your brain today with all these cool things, but I'm telling you, this paint and this canvas is a must-have in anybody's studio. Make sure you drop over there to cropstop.com and get yourself ordered some right away, because I know it's going to be gone in a hurry. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Bye.